this is a quick little video about the Council of Europe if you're studying GCSE Citizenship, whether it be AQA, EDEXCEL or OCR. And obviously, Council of Europe, the two main things to know when it comes to Council of Europe is that it set up two things. One was the European Convention on Human Rights in 1950, and it also set up the European Court of Human Rights, which was established also in 1950 and is in Strasbourg. This was set up after World War II as well, and many people get it confused with the European Union. So as it says there, it was established in 1949. The UK is a founding member of this organisation, and the Second World War, and it was established after the Second World War to promote and protect human rights for all European citizens. It also aims to safeguard democracy and uphold justice for all of its members. The Council of Europe enforces the European Convention on Human Rights through the European Court of Human Rights. The European Convention on Human Rights was drafted in 1950 by the 47 members of the Council of Europe, and they agreed to abide by it. The treaty prohibits the use of the death penalty, slavery, torture, and forced labour. Many of these are absolute human rights. The treaty also protects freedom of expression, thought, and the right to life. There's a short video that you could watch on the Council of Europe. If you just type into Google exploring the Council of Europe, it should come up. As you can see here, there are many different organisations that are in Europe, the Council of Europe being pretty much the largest one. And as you can see, it includes many more members than just the European Union, which had 28 members up until recently when the UK left, so now only has 27 members. And although the UK has left the European Union, we are still part of the Council of Europe. This slide also shows you the Schengen area as well, which are all the countries that agreed to remove their barriers when it comes to free movement of people without having to have passport checks as well. We were never part of that, as you can see here. We also weren't part of the Eurozone. The Eurozone are the countries that currently use the euro as well, so you can see we were on the outskirts there. This shows you a quick diagram of the Council of Europe members and the populations in all the different countries. This is a few years old now, but as you can see, we were one of the bigger populations in there with 60.6 million. Now, the European Convention on Human Rights is full of articles that protect the basic human rights from the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which was signed by Eleanor Roosevelt as part of the United Nations. They allow people to lead free and dignified lives. 47 states, including the UK, have signed up to it. This means that the UK commits to protecting the Convention rights. If a person's rights are being breached and they can't get a solution in the UK under the Human Rights Act 1998, the Convention lets them take their case to the European Court of Human Rights. The European Court of Human Rights, as you can see there, is also located in the same place as the International Criminal Court. This court allows citizens to submit an application about any violations of their civil, human or political rights, which are set out in the European Convention of Human Rights. Over the past 50 years, the court has ruled on over 10,000 cases. The court is responsible for the human rights of over 800 million European citizens. Final rulings in this court are legally binding for the countries involved. These are the 30 human rights that are contained under the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So as you can have a quick look there. Just to go through some of the wording there, a public assembly, because these are American, that's the right to protest there. Social security is healthcare as well. There's a little bit of a mix and match here, so some of these statements refer to the EU and some of them refer to the Council of Europe. So if you just have a quick look and see if you can figure out which is which. And just to go through some of the answers there, so